You know, Marines don't need a microphone. We have the built-in megaphone inside us. You have to be, you can tell Michelle is a risk taker because it's bad enough when you give a retired general the podium, but to give a retired general who now is in elected office the podium, you can be here. The point of that is that any wise person always takes advice from their spouse. So my spouse Cindy is sitting here, and she told me a long time ago, number one, when you stand up in front of a group, you're not funny. Don't try to be funny. Just get on with whatever it is you're going to say. So, in a very serious vein, this is about family. Because when Cindy and I literally sat with Michelle when she was interviewing with VRA, that in almost seems like another century, but a while ago, we interviewed several folks that Bob Braithwaite, who is our executive director, deputy, they vetted him first, and there was no question in our minds who the top candidate was to become the last of our aides but stayed extra time because we ended up staying extra. But for us, Michelle became family right away. And I know, you know, it's not like I see, you know, her dad here and sisters and others. If family extends beyond anything you could imagine. And we all start with our nuclear families that we grew up with. But when we become a Marine, we join a different family. And there's that special bond, and I asked Michelle, what should I talk about? She said, not much, don't talk long. But she said, don't say anything about Bill. Bill does not want to be talked about now, truth, we just had dinner with Bill and Michelle up in D.C. a month or so ago, whatever it was, you had to lose track of time. And we've had a chance to see them a few times in Washington, D.C. And when you see two Marines who served our Corps, who served our country, but to become a couple, become a family, to become those people that are going to enjoy a long and prosperous and healthy life after uniform service. By the way, Bill, it's okay to grow your hair out now.
not real long though.
I just picked up my DD-214 this week, so I had to get a haircut. To serve is so honorable. Whether you're in uniform, whether you're in suit, no matter what you're in, whether you're serving on the local school board, you know, whatever it happens to be. But service is what brings families together. I believe that we endure over generations. So I'm just honored to be here at a retirement ceremony, to not do all the falderall and all of that, but to celebrate as only we do here in New Orleans, because there is no place on earth that celebrates like we do. We celebrate life. We hang together in the tough times. A lot of us got here about the time Katrina arrived and their subsequent names, you know, after that. But we as Marines will celebrate with each other forever, because once you become a Marine, you are always a Marine. And now you have a couple of Marines who become a couple. So Bill and Michelle, congratulations.
Thank you very much, sir. I'm very honored that you were able to make it today. Cindy, you as well. It's always a pleasure seeing you. Mr. and Mrs. Braithwaite, thank you so much for being here as well. And Councilman McPhee, thank you as well.
Cindy Buford,
South Carolina, our neighbor in South Carolina, made it here as well. But I do want to, there's a lot of family, friends, Marines here that came from all over, from Arizona to South South Carolina to DC, and many of the family and friends were not able to make it, so I'm sad to say that some of my family were not able to make it due to all of the snow and ice that happened in the Midwest. I'm from the Midwest, and a lot of them were not able to make it. But I did want to say a few things. I mean, 28 years is a long time. I had a really good 28-year career. When I joined the Marine Corps, I said I wanted to travel the world, and I accomplished the mission. No mission failure, Major Smith, this time. I actually did from Japan to Germany to Djibouti, which everybody thought that was a funny thing when I said I was going to Djibouti. But I got to see Africa, something very unusual that most people don't get to see. And then all over the U.S., from Rhode Island to Louisiana, and got to see some of Tampa with Bill stationed there this last year as well. So really great career. I also have seen a lot in the 28 years. A lot of things have changed over the years. So when I came in and when I was at Parris Island, I got to be part of the first group that helped set up the Crucible from a logistics and supply perspective, which was very amazing to see and work through all of the constraints that we had there from a logistics perspective. To also, some of my drill instructors actually got to go and be the first females, train the first females for the Marine combat training that the Marines do. The men did it before. They added the females to that training when I was a lieutenant, actually. So that was quite interesting to see. And then also to the women finally getting to wear slacks that fit women. Instead of wearing men's trousers, we got to wear women's slacks. Now all of a sudden we're back to the men's uniform. And the men's cover, we're now wearing the men's boots. So, but besides that, I think the women have gone through a lot over the last 20 years. We're now in combat arms. So an amazing career to see that from beginning to the end. And I built a lot of friendships and relationships throughout the years. So I just want to say just point out a couple folks that are here, because it is amazing that so many of you were able to make it here. From my second lieutenant days in Okinawa, Jen Hurt, thank you for making it. She definitely made it worthwhile when we didn't have internet. We didn't have a phone that we could call at any point in time, so we had a lot of fun in Okinawa. I was a second lieutenant. To all my MFR friends, so Bill and I spent a lot of time in New Orleans, a lot of great friends, family, Marines, a lot of you here from that period, thank you so much. And then the 4th Ma Marines, I spent a lot of time there, so those of you that are here, thank you very much for coming as well. And to my final unit, the Environmental Services Division, all my Marines are here as well. And my 2 favorite Master Gunnery sergeants are here. Thank you both for coming. It really means a lot. One of them, Master Gunnery Sergeant Phillips, really wanted me to have a ceremony, but I just wanted to have fun here, and I think this is... but we are still saying a few things. We have some things over there that you can see from our career, so thank you both, Master Gunners. And then to all of my family for coming. Many of them braved the weather to come here, so thank you very much. My husband, we already did our comments, so I'm not going to cry, so just so you know, and my dad, we already made all of the good comments. So thank you all for coming. I will miss the Marine Corps a lot. I had a great time, a lot of camaraderie, a lot of friendship. It does carry into my civilian world that I do every day. I run into Marines there. I'm able to connect with them from that. It instantly earns the respect, which I think is great. And what General Bergman said, I mean, it means a lot to be a Marine there as well, so I carry that through to that. But I will not miss having 2 jobs. I'm so excited. So with that, I will let us get back to celebrating and having fun.
So I'm going to propose a toast, please. Raise your glasses to Colonel Michelle Butters, United States Marine Corps Reserve, retired. You're the hardest working person I have ever known in my life. You have earned this. Every bit of it. Congratulations. So the only thing I want to say, and I think Jeff Wall is going to say something, is, and both General Bergman and Michelle have touched on it, but for me there's a saying that I've heard in the Marine Corps throughout my 20 years, and it goes something like, it's not all about the relationships, it's all about the relationships, and it really is. you know, we've got family regardless, but it's the relationships and the friendships that is so important. And I think that's why being here today with all of you coming from, you know, around the country is so special to us, because that's for me, that's my currency. I come out of the Marine Corps with a treasure chest of friendships and relationships. And to look around the room and see so many dimensions and chapters from Michelle's in my life is really special to us. You know, any award, any compensation, anything like that is secondary to the relationships. So thank you all for being here. Have fun. Happy Mardi Gras. The Chewbacca's parade is going tonight. Figure it out on Google or something like that. But the important thing is just have fun and be safe. So thank you all.
One more thing. I think my sister's going to come up. So just in case you were wondering why we were having this in New Orleans, so of the 22 years in my Marine Corps Reserves, out of the 28, I spent 11 of those. So half of it has been spent here. I am still drilling here. Today was my last day in uniform. So that's why we're having me here. Quite a few of the Marines are here to make it. So a lot of our friends and family are here in New Orleans. And what better place to have a party than New Orleans?
One thing I want to point out, Michelle and I met here, and I want to thank General Bergman for something. Thank you, sir, for not shooing me out of your outer office reception area back when I was flirting with Michelle. And courting, you know, you easily could say, hey, get out of here, Captain, you know, business area.
I'm a dad, a father of daughters, and you looked acceptable.
I think Cindy may have put a vote in for me. Thank you both. And I think Michelle's sister Paula is going to do something here.
So I know that Bill didn't want anything said for him, even though he's retiring, but so there's 5 of us in our family, and this is from all of the brothers and sisters and our mothers. So that is for you.
That's very nice. Thank you.
For your retirement.
So it is the Military Police Creed, and I'm not going to read the whole thing, but that is very nice, because if you don't know what I did in the Marine Corps, I was a military police officer. So this is very nice. Thank you very much.
You are welcome.
I wasn't expecting anything.